The writer seems completely distant from the two arguments and speaks in a way that these two camps are elements of his or her opinion. Usually, when you discuss both views, we need to maintain neutrality until we say our own opinion. Usually it works that way, and it is easier to manage. Statistics show that many IELTS candidates have had university degrees or have studied at any form of university for a number of years. Maybe college, maybe university, maybe for 2 years, maybe 4 years. They have graduated, or they are in the process of graduation, or they have already graduated and now they're at postgraduate level. But either way, many IELTS candidates hold some sort of university degree. And well, there are good things and bad things associated with it, but that's not the topic right now. I want you to remember how you felt when you studied at university. Did you like the topic that you studied? Did you like the major? How about the courses? How about your professors? Well, that's the topic here. We're going to get a little bit deeper now. In that case, welcome to IELTS Juice. Let's start assessing an essay today. And the rubric says, some people think that all university students, we just talked about it, should study whatever they like. Wouldn't it be beautiful? I mean, like, you study whatever you want. You can become an electrician or an astronaut, or you can be a physician, I don't know, an astrophysicist, an engineer, a doctor, nurse, whatever you wish to be, you can be that. Oh, that doesn't stop there. Others believe that they refers to these students, university students, should only be allowed to study subjects that will be useful in the future. Like what? Such as those related to science and technology. All right, so let me analyze the task. We have two camps. One camp, some people believe every single university student is free to choose whatever major or field of study he or she wishes to study. And they should be allowed to do that. Nobody should stop them, give them advice to change their mind. Basically, they are free to choose. However, there's another group who believe that, no, we need to look at the society. What does the society need? We need to implement that. And we need to tell, I don't want to use the word dictate, but we need to convince our university students or future university students before they enter university to choose the subjects that we encourage them to choose. We need in our society. What subjects? Science and technology. So in this case, if you wish to become the next Salvador Dali and the next artist, or I don't know, you want to become an actress or a ballet dancer, the society doesn't need you. The society needs more civil engineers, mechanical engineers, teachers to teach math, so mathematicians are needed. Now, I'm not here to say which one is good, which one is bad. Basically, the question dictates we need to discuss both views and give our own opinion. So we're here to discuss both camps, and then we're allowed to come up with our own opinion. Some small things in the essay. 1. Our target audience, or the people we need to address, are university students. Cool. So we're not talking about teenagers, children, toddlers, senior citizens. No, we are going to talk about people usually from the age of 17, 18, 19, all the way to maybe 25, 26, those people who usually go to university. And we have two camps. One believe in freedom to choose, and the other believes that we need to focus on things that are useful. So we kind of need to lead the new generation into choosing topics, specifically science and technology. We need to have these two in our essays. So this is important. In the following essay, we need to have a mention of fields related to science and technology. With that in mind, let's carry on reading the response. It has always been arguable. It has always been arguable is not wrong, but it's not very natural. Whether students should only concentrate on the basic subjects, such as science and technology, or I would have added one comma after this and another comma here, or it is better to pursue their appealing skills. Not sure this is a very good word here, like drawing or sports. I like the examples. I like the trick. The writer saw that for one camp, we have examples, science and technology. But the other camp, the first one, didn't have any examples. So this is actually intelligent. The writer came up with two samples to counter the other two, which is good. It's a good strategy. And we can do it in our essays. And the examples here are drawing and sports. You can come up with, I don't know, dancing or cooking, something else. But this one was interesting. My firm conviction, whoa, that's very firm, is that although some subjects seem more useful in the future, okay, all people should have enough freedom to choose their own profession. All right, good. In the introduction, we acknowledge that there is a group, there is a team who believe that science and technology are the ones that we need to concentrate on. There is another team who believe that there are some subjects students just love to do, like drawing, like cooking, like sports. And we should allow them to just do whatever they need to do in their lives. And then the third one was the writer's own opinion, which is very close to the second one, believing that all people, this is rather generic because we should focus on just university students, but that is still correct because university students are people. All people should have the freedom they deserve as a human being to pursue the profession they want. Okay, I'm already happy with the introduction. The organization of the sentences is telling me that we're going to first talk about science and technology, and then we're going to talk about those who are freer. They want to do sports and cooking and drawing and dancing. And then we will have the writer's opinion, and we will see if the writer's opinion has something extra to share or falls in the second category completely, and you basically have your conclusion and just say your opinion once more. Anyway, let's start reading the first body paragraph. The human being is a free creature. I'm aware of that. Who is enough? Okay, I don't need this comma first. Who is clever enough? So these two words should switch positions. And smart to make the right decision. We usually say the right decision, not a right decision, just to emphasize that the right decision is usually limited or narrow. So you need to find the right path towards the thing you want. That's why we always say the right decision. For their lives, better because we're talking about a lot of people. I mean, we're basically talking about all human beings, so it's natural to just pluralize it. People. During history, history is not a period of time that we had and it ended and we don't have history anymore. We should say people in history. That's better instead of adding during. Doesn't fit the context. People in history have always decided to learn many skills and subjects. All right, I don't know why we're talking about history here because we should focus just on university students, which facilitated their daily lives and smoothed the way for future generation. This is good. Smoothed the way, paved the way for the future generation. Over time, human needs have changed, and nowadays, individuals benefit from their creativity to achieve a high standard of living. I understand. I need semicolon here. They have been convinced that arts, sports, and soft skills such as interpersonal skills will play a vital role in the future of a society as much as science and technology do. You're with me, and I'm still following what the message is. We have started way back, and we're slowly walking from history all the way down to nowadays, and we have reached the contemporary times, and now we're looking a little bit ahead into the future. And it seems that okay, we're talking about the human beings. Modern society needs numerous types of subjects, and if people are allowed to pursue their favorite majors that they seem to be more successful in, it would boost productivity, creativity, and efficiency in the long run. Good words. I like this technique that you have a series of nice words combined. Productivity, creativity, efficiency. So we're actually enriching our vocabulary range here. It took a huge introduction for this point all the way until here that I finally realized that, okay, it seems this paragraph is not about science and technology. It's about the freedom to choose whatever you wish or you would like to do in life. And since the birth of mankind, all the way in history till now, and for the future generation, you need soft skills, any skills, all of them combined are needed. One thing I would like to say is that the topic sentence here is not clear. It didn't give me a message. The topic came all the way to the end. And this is a technique we usually do for introductory paragraphs, for an introduction. This is a body paragraph. We already did the introduction. This looks like a very sophisticated, well-written paragraph, but an introductory paragraph, not a good body paragraph. We had too much background information, too much. And then we ended with this part that, well, yeah, if people are basically all people, not just university students, allowed to do anything they want, it will boost productivity, creativity, and efficiency. Let's see what happens in the following body paragraph. However, okay, so we should talk about something completely different. The importance of science and technology is not deniable. And for living in this fast-paced world, it is essential to have minimal skills with high-tech instruments to be more portable with 21st century life, with the 21st century lifestyle. I guess that's what we wanted to see here. There is an issue. We said in the introduction that we there are two camps. The first camp are the people who believe that the students should only concentrate on basic subjects such as science and technology. This was the first line. Then there is another group who believes that no, other topics, whatever which is appealing to them, they should pursue that. That was the second one. However, I received the information of the second part of this sentence in the first body paragraph. This damages the organization. This damages coherence. The organization of this essay shouldn't be like this. If we first talk about those who believe science and technology are the ones that our next generation should choose, the first body paragraph should be devoted to that. If we want a high score, a good and high score in our coherence and cohesion. And that is not happening here. Let me continue. People who are not familiar with computer science, programming, languages, probably, smartphones, will find it challenging to have a decent job or decent jobs. Oh, job opportunities. Oh, sorry. To have decent job opportunities and to communicate. Probably you don't have to say communicating. We can say to communicate with others. Therefore, students should be encouraged to learn modern science, and this is the responsibility of parents and schools' authorities to teach them the basic knowledge that they might need in their future. I need a semicolon here again, because these two are two independent clauses, two similar to sentence-like elements. Simultaneously, they are responsible for broadening students' horizons to be able to choose a proper profession in the future, whether it is modern science or other kinds of subjects. Well, this is, well, kind of softens the whole concept. So it's like, yeah, you go a little bit hard on them, but you don't push them towards science and technology. You basically tell them, yeah, here are the priorities, but if you still want something else, go for it. So yeah, it softens our argument. I love the sentences. I love the grammar. There are some punctuation mistakes here and there that we fixed. The vocabulary needed a little bit improvement and work, but generally I'm happy. I'm happy with the word simultaneously here. I love responsibility. I have another issue to say. These two paragraphs are not written from the perspective of the followers. The writer seems completely distant from the two arguments and speaks in a way that these two camps are elements of his or her opinion. Usually, when you discuss both views, we need to maintain neutrality until we say our own opinion. Usually it works that way, and it is easier to manage. I don't see that management here. In conclusion, although learning modern science and technology is necessary and utterly, why there's an adverb here? It's weird. Comma. It will have positive effects on students' future. Oh, no, we don't need a comma. This actually carries on. And it will utterly, have positive effects on students' future. I'm still struggling with the word utterly. It should be something that it is bound to have a positive effect, or it is bound to have positive effects on students' future. That sounds more natural if you really want to make a strong statement for the future. I believe, I don't need this comma, Adults are responsible for familiarizing children with all kinds of subjects and help them to pursue a proper career according to their talents and efforts as our modern society needs all types of skills and knowledge. Okay, the writer kind of believes in both camps? I'm still a bit lost. I'm not sure the essay fully understood the rubric. We were supposed to look at two camps, and they have their own agendas. Some elements in this essay do not follow the rubric's pattern, do not follow the rubric's structure. 365 words is really a lot to explain the whole concept to our audience, and I feel that that's not well delivered. And if we look at the band descriptors, yes, that's what we can see. Yeah, we basically needed the right, this is the big issue here. We addressed the task, but only partially. In the first body paragraph, we focused on the humanity as a whole. And in the second paragraph, we brought in elements of parents and teachers. We didn't need any of them. We basically needed to focus on the first camp, believing that science and technology are the priority, or no, whatever they decide is priority. Another element that damaged was the coherence, that is just generally coherent. Because yes, we knew that there were two paragraphs and there were two different topics discussed in the two body paragraphs. And there was a conclusion. But the organization of the paragraphs did not match what we expected and what we saw in the introduction. So that part is missing. We also, inside the paragraph, we needed better flow of information. I told you the first body paragraph was written like an introduction. That's why our paragraphing is not clear. Another topic I would like to touch on is that I liked grammatical structures. There were errors, but not many, and mostly punctuation mistakes. They did not affect my understanding at all. And the range was, of course, varied, not wide, but varied. And vocabulary, I really liked the range, but they needed some work because it shows that the writer knows some words and knows how to use them, but not 100%, not in all sentences, in all elements. This is bordering 6. So 5.5 is a kind of like looking at a glass half empty. It's a rather pessimistic look to the score because this essay is well written. The writer is very capable in delivering a better result. So a 5.5 can be easily fixed. If we understand and analyze the rubric completely, we will be able to boost the score to 6, to even maybe further. If we also implement a correct arrangement of our paragraphs, we can easily boost this from 5.5 to 6 and 6.5. If you wish to see a 7+ sample on the same rubric, there's a link in the description below. Click on it and the link will lead you to a page on the IELTS Juice website where you can actually see this video. You can see the exact sample that we talked about here, more information about this assessment, and down below you will be able to see a very well-written sample for you to get information, get inspiration, get vocabulary and grammatical structures, and start practicing on your essay. I hope I'll be assessing yours soon. Until then, take care.